there is preference, but overall, most women in the hybrid existence are of net, which this goes for all existences and universes. This is the only one, but chaos got to it. But he took a vow of silence. He knows what's up. He knows where he messed up on, and it'll never happen again. It's impossible. It can't happen again. He's the only one that would ever even think about doing it. But he was a theorizer, and a very unrealistic one. He's the only one of his kind. He's the only one. There's no one else that is interested in what he has to say or what he does. And I've only given him 1.2% credit for what I went through and what we all went through. That's it. But most women and all existences and universes are with other women. Why? Okay. Beauty with beauty. Does that sound like does that sound mathematically incorrect? What happens when you have a realization and you have an enhancement? You have more potential, you have more creation. Beauty and beauty means creation, more potential. That's actual attraction. Men in the hybrid existence, it's a little different because it's just below the ultimate realms. They strive to earn a woman's interest. And there's a challenge behind it. Now, as far as the whole concept of, well, these guys must be, they must not really be that happy, because so very few, and really, so very few are with a woman. On the contrary, if you have watched Star Trek, if you're familiar with the holodeck, it's self-explanatory for anyone who knows about this, but for those who do not, a simulated experience. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, or might be thinking. It's fake. It's simulated. No. Believe me when I say, if I ever mention simulation, it means to be as real, if not more. So, these men, what they can do as an option, there's so many options, because we understand that because that's how it is that men should have various degrees of options to be able to help themselves, because it is fairly difficult in the hybrid existence. It's fairly difficult. Now, irony is a ladies' man. Believe me, irony is well admired. But again, this is a being of the ultimate realms, and look at how much irony we're seeing around. That's just how intense irony is himself. These simulated experiences can be customized to various levels and degrees. The beings that you interact with in those simulated experiences, they are as authentic as you, if not more. I re-clarify because that's what's up. That's what's going on. So these men, as far as wanting to be with a hybrid existent woman, can take the challenge, but as far as love and being able to love freely, no problem. Fantasies are fine, you know. Believe me, as far as self-control is not even an issue. These unnatural circumstances are just, they're so obscured. When you realize what's up and everything with these unnatural circumstances, you'll see why I hit these flat lines. Because honestly, as soon as I think about them and then compare to the hybrid existence, it's like, wow. It's amazing, it really is. I mean, these unnatural circumstances just might as well be crumpled up pieces of paper in a wastebasket, to be honest. But anyway, so I don't know what process men are going to go through beside those who have been doing the whole control thing or whatever, using deception. It's so it's not even childish. It's caveman-like. It's barbaric. It's wrong to deceive another living being. Wow, really? But of course, this is to whom it applies to, and also just to bring up the subject. So for for the men who, as far as the whole, with muscle and thinking they're strong, the men who use deception to get their ways, their ironies will be as intense, however, at the utmost ultra clarity of understanding. There will be those who are going to mourn, though they are in the hybrid existence. We have what they need to complete themselves, but reflection and realization is your process. And it just makes simplistic sense that to use methods, techniques to get what you want, to whom it applies to, and for the sake of this conversation, one to think it'd be kind of obvious to not choose to do that, but it's sad to say there's kind of a getting off on deceiving others and getting what they want. So the whole idea of sexuality has been obscured to a level to where conning, unfortunately killing, and so many other forms, pleasure's been obscured so bad. But there needs to be a realism. Men have overall and consistently have set the unnatural circumstances. Honestly, if anyone's going to debate this, name some women who have actually dictated and have started wars, etc., etc. Even if you can, in comparison to men, the overall percentage as far as a gender to choose from, 98%. It's pretty obvious who it applies to. So the reality of why nature is beauty and bliss, and what gives it strength. Men, they want to evolve beauty. I mean, who wouldn't want to evolve a beautiful woman that from an angel could go to a goddess from the help of a man? I mean, what greater honor? But see, men, which I don't know if they don't realize it or what, but they're self-centered. They think of themselves more than anyone else usually. And if you know a guy that is, quote, sensitive, more genuine, they think of others. They think of care. They think of giving. And they're very pleasant to be around. They're good friends. My friends that I've had, unfortunately mostly men, because of my body type, because I'm so anorexic, I probably look like a cancer patient that just got out of the hospital or something to other women or something, but I've definitely had other women show attraction. But these guy friends that I have had for 13 or 14 years barely hang around me. We hardly hang out at all. I have not been able to successfully show them these movies. And they're game fanatics. They are literally not addicted to games. No, that's actually something you can break away from. They are literally, that's their handicap. That's their religion. I've never seen such obsession over games. Honestly, but it's unnatural circumstances, and that's what makes it so baffling to me. I can't, in a sense, I can crunch the numbers, but it's the unawareness. It's simply the unawareness, and I know that you go through this as well. To see others go through such unawareness, you hear it on the news so much about just obscure experience, reactions from others, and you can't help but to think it's natural to realize it's being realistic. Why would anyone even come close to that thought? Why would anyone want to do that? But overall, the whole experiences we've gone through is unnatural. Still, there is reflection and realization because those acts were being interacted with. That is why, if you're going to do something that you're unsure about, do it inside your mind and thoroughly until you understand it to a fundamental level. You must become second nature with yourself. If you're not, then you're going to be blindly reacting and acting upon spontaneous thought forms and not even sure about your destination or planning. Men do this, unfortunately, and quite obviously a lot. Men make obviously more reckless decisions than women. Women